This attempt to identify masculine competence and power, let's say, but mostly competence with tyranny.
The problem is toxic masculinity.
Toxic masculinity.
And that's very, very hard on young men. It's also hard on young women, for that matter. But it's very helpful for people to hear that they should make themselves competent and dangerous and take their proper place in the world.
Competent and dangerous? Why dangerous?
Because it's the alternative to being weak. And weak is not good. The people who shoot up the high schools, they're weak. They're weak.
How is it good to be dangerous?
Because it makes you formidable. And life is a very difficult process, and it's not you're not prepared for it unless you have the capacity to be dangerous. That doesn't mean that you should be cruel. It doesn't mean any of that. There's a statement in the New Testament, the meek shall inherit the earth. But the meek isn't well translated. It means something more like those who have swords and know how to use them but keep them sheathed will inherit the world. That's a way better way of thinking about it. You have to be.
Yeah, I mean, when you think about things, you always hear that you need to be nice. You need to be a nice guy, and you need to kind of sit in the back and keep quiet and whatever. That's being positive. No, it's not, man. That's not being positive. That's not being meek. That's being weak. And that's something, man, that we're teaching now more and more in our culture is sit down, be quiet. You're making too much noise. And again, people like Dr. Peterson are saying, you know what? No. Be ferocious. Go after what you want to go after. It doesn't mean be mean. It doesn't mean bully. But go after something. I mean, normally the people that are the strongest, man, they're the nicest people. They're strong. They're going after what they want to go after. And they're going to be really nice to you unless you cross them or you do something to hurt what they're doing. Then you're going to catch hell. But again, man, the weak people, the ones that they built up everything on this ego trip, and they're the ones that are the worst as far as violence and bullying, that kind of stuff. Again, who commits the most violence in the world, as far as like in our country, as far as the people? Poor people do. People that don't have as much. It's not the rich people. It's not the people that have a sense of purpose and are going after something and doing what they want to do. It's not them. It's the people that don't have much. And they've lost their sense of purpose. Those are the people. And we've got to address that. We've got to fully address that. And that's something, man, we got to teach our kids in school. Like, hey, look, it's okay to be formidable. That's what you want to do. Toughen up. No, you're not a victim. No. Just because somebody looks at you the wrong way or calls you a name, that does not make you a victim. That's somebody attacking something that's not even you. That's not even you. They're attacking a part of you that's not even real. They're saying, if they're making a face at you or whatever, go about your business, man. Toughen up. It's okay. You're going to be okay. Keep your eye on the prize and go after what it is you want. But don't listen to others, man. Don't listen.
Be powerful and formidable and then peaceful, in that order, right? And that's not the same as being naive and weak and harmless, which is what young men are being encouraged to be. It's like, that's a very bad idea. It's a very bad idea. Because naive, weak, and harmless means that you can't withstand the tragedies of life. You can't bear any responsibility. You'll end up bitter. And when you get bitter, then you get dangerous.
From Vox, you've claimed feminists have an unconscious wish for brutal male domination.
You tell me why they line up with the Islamists.
Because they line up with the Islamists, and not all do. They just haven't criticized them.
Well, that's good enough for me. You know, you'd think if the feminists practiced what they preached, there'd be nonstop demonstrations against Saudi Arabia.
Saudi women, they still cannot get married, travel abroad, or open a bank account without permission of a male guardian.
You say compassion is a vice?
If it's taken too far, you don't treat adult men as if they're infants. You don't divide the world into victim and oppressor, and then assume that all the moral virtues are on the side of the so-called victims. It's an extension of the infant predator narrative, as far as I can tell. You know, you're either an infant or...
Yeah, I mean, you know, if people say, you know what, I'm black, and so, you know, because I'm black or because I'm whatever, I get the short end of the stick. And it's like, you know, if somebody's poor and they're a minority or something, it's like, man, maybe you've been given more. And you're mad and you're upset because you've been given something and you didn't have to work for it. It took away your sense of purpose. So you're bitter, you're angry, and you want to fight. And I think that is what is real and what is happening. And again, man, that's just my humble opinion, but you know, yeah, I see that quite a bit. Yeah, it's like the worst people. You know, when you go to a store, go to a drive-thru, or go anywhere, the worst people to deal with are these kind of single, overweight women. No, seriously. And a lot of them are black women, minorities, whatever. They had this kind of like this chip on their shoulder. And then they say, well, you know, that's because of slavery, you know, 150, 200 years ago, whatever. It's like, no, man. No. They're mad, they're bitter. That's something that's been passed down. That they're, you know, it's like their moms were angry. Their mom was angry. She felt that she didn't have what it was that she wanted. She was on the welfare. She was given whatever. She was mad because she didn't have a man or didn't have this or didn't have that. But of course, the welfare system took care of her. It took care of her, but it took away that sense of purpose. It took away that. So you have a lot of people that they feel that they're justified in their behavior to have a chip on their shoulder. And they never get out of that place. It just perpetuates. It's just a chip that stays here, and they act nasty to people that surround them. And we feed into that by basically saying, well, it's okay. It's okay. Poor you. It's okay. I get it. Poor you. I understand. You're allowed to act that way. Let me make you feel better. And the reason why you're making them feel better is because, honestly, man, you're scared of them. You know damn well what I'm talking about. People, a lot of times, that feed into that, are afraid of them. But again, man, and they're also being told by society, and you better tell them that they're okay. Because they're a minority or whatever, or they're a woman or they're whatever. So you better tell them they're okay. Because your privilege dictates that you need to tell them, you need to make them feel better. But you ain't doing nothing but cultivating more of a weakness within them and yourself. Because that part of you that wants to stand up and say, you know what? Don't be a jerk to me. I'm not being a jerk to you. Don't be a jerk to me. Thank you. You're afraid. Man, you're afraid to do that. Man, it's like the other night, man. I went through McDonald's drive-thru to get a drink, and I mean, it was like I was really inconveniencing these young women that worked there. What, to get a drink? To get a cup of coffee? I'm convincing. How? I don't know, man. You know, again, it's nothing against women. It's nothing against different races or minorities or whatever. Not at all. I mean, I'm totally, fine with everybody. It doesn't matter what color, what sex you are. But we got to be honest about a few things. And we got to be honest also with the fact that it's okay to be a man. It's okay.
You son of a.